My name is ANISSA. This is my story. This is my revolt. My problem was with my finances. My financial life was a mess. I was in debt to the IRS, over $40,000. My house, my second, was over $80,000. It was going into foreclosure. I was in a car accident and I was being sued for $40,000. I mean, I was basically in a financial mess, and it just kept snowballing, one bill after the other, and I didn't know what to do. I was just working to pay off these bills, basically hitting a wall, and it just seemed there was no help, no anything for me. And there were other things going as well with my own personal self, anger, bitterness, things in my own life, and it just all started coming to a head over the last few years. And I knew that something had to change, and I just didn't see it at the time what it really was. I started coming to the church more often, and I did my chains and my fasts and my prayers, and the campaign was mentioned, and there were several campaigns before, and I thought, no, it's not for me. I'm not ready to get into it. But I knew that this time around that it was something inside of me telling me, you know what, it's time. It's a challenge, and it's God's challenge to you. And maybe I hadn't been listening. And this campaign, it came at a time when things were just a mess in my life. I decided to take part in this campaign, and I came to the decision on my own. Nobody told me, you know, you should do it, you should do it. I knew I had to do it. And the sacrifice that I made, to me, it was great. It wasn't anything somebody told me, oh, you should give this, you should give that. Things started to change in my life. They were starting to change as the campaign drew nearer. And I received a tax refund check for the first time in 3 or 4 years. And it was a great amount of money. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this. This is something I had to do because first of all, I owed the government at the time a lot of money, over $40,000. And for the first time, I was getting some money back. And I thought, this is the best thing I could do, is give back the $10,000 that I was given. And it hurt me. It hurt me. I mean, you know, I could have done a lot of things with it, caught up on some other bills. I could have started to move ahead with other things. But I felt this was something I had to do. And on top of it, I gave most of my paycheck. And it probably hurt me for a couple months, but something inside of me, I felt a peace that it was right. It was something that I had to do. And nobody can tell you what your sacrifice is. I didn't even know it at the time, but it came to me. As a result of my revolt, of my sacrifice in this campaign, great things started to happen. It didn't happen overnight, but things started to change. At the time, I was putting in for a promotion at work, a really big promotion, and I knew it was a long shot. There was 1,500 applicants, and they were only taking 20 people, and it had been going on for about a year, the promotion process, and it kind of came down to the last 100, and I made that final 100, and I knew that because of my revolt, I was going to go all the way, and that certainly happened. I got the letter in the mail. I was one of the 20 people out of that 1,500 chosen, and on top of it, I was the only female in this job, paying over $200,000 a year. It was just, you know, unbelievable, and I knew because of my sacrifice. I knew because of what God did for me. And people were calling to congratulate me, you deserve it, you deserve it. But all I could think about was the campaign and my sacrifice and my continuing revolt. and it didn't stop. And I knew I couldn't be complacent with just that victory. It continues. Even now, I see changes in my character. Patience in me has grown, the peace in me has grown, and I know it's because God, He honored my faith. It was evident through this campaign that there's nothing impossible for God, and that we can do anything. We make the sacrifice, and He will honor our faith. And this campaign, it's remarkable. It's changed my life. Today I know I'm stronger than ever before, and I know I'm headed even to bigger things, bigger horizons ahead, and I look forward to it.